All right, what's up, guys? Let's get into episode 3 of the van build-out series. If you haven't seen episode 1 and 2, please go watch those before you watch this one, or it's not really going to make a ton of sense. Those will be linked below, so go watch those two and then come back to this one. Let's get right into episode 3, the finishing touches of the van build-out. Okay, so week 1, we went over the plans, drew them up on the iPad, told you how much everything cost. Last week, we built the base, we built the shelves, we built the C-stand little holder area thing. We glued everything down. We screwed everything down. This week, we're going to put some rubber matting down, and we're going to paint that bitch. So we're going to go over some reasoning on why I decided to do the two things that I just mentioned, rubber flooring and paint. Rubber flooring, number 1. Why did I put rubber flooring in the back of the van? One thing. You ever heard of slivers? That's all I got to say. Slivers suck. I don't want slivers. We put the rubber flooring on top of the plywood that we had before. And another thing that helps, not just slivers, is I live in North Dakota, so it snows and it rains all the time. So just having a rubber flooring down allows for the wood to not get soaked into when I'm pushing these carts in and out and there's snow and water on the wheels. Plus, it's much easier to just clean the rubber flooring if it gets dirty. And Bob's your uncle, you got a clean van. So rubber flooring, pretty important. And it looks super sharp. That's super important. I really care about how things look. So the fact that it looks super sharp and it looks way nicer than having this colored wood. I mean, if you like this colored wood, have that. But I like black. I like black and white. So we went with the rubber flooring. So here's the process of what we did with the rubber flooring. I can't remember if episode 1 we put the screenshot of what I bought, but if not, I'll throw it up here again. It was from Menards. It's just some rubber gym floor matting. I think it was $85, $90, something like that. So we cut that with a utility knife. It actually worked out perfect because when we put the shelves and we screwed that down into the base, it left us enough room in between the shelves and the wheel well to just roll that piece of rubber flooring down. We had to cut it a little bit with the utility knife. So we cut it, we glued it, we screwed it. Everything's in there nice and tight. Now we were left with some black rubber matting and some ugly oak, pine, plywood, 2x4 looking wood. So I'm sure you guys have all heard the Rolling Stones song. I can't play it because of copyright, but paint it black. It's exactly what we did. The paint we used for this was the Benjamin Moore Black. And I have to give a shout out to Becky and Chris, who run an amazing YouTube channel. They recommended the Benjamin Moore Black, and I painted that color in my studio. I painted it in my house, and I figured, why not bring it over to the van? I love that color. So that's what we did. Every single surface of the shelves are painted black. So I could paint the top of the shelves, the side of them, the cracks. So there's no trimming, which is the worst. I did do some trimming, I guess, on the bottom where the rubber mat meets, but even then you didn't have to do a ton because the rubber mat's black paint on there, whatever. So once we got everything painted, I put a rubber mat actually in the top of the C-stand holder. There is a rubber mat on the bottom of the C-stand, so it's not making a bunch of noise and hitting the wood when I'm driving around. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all. That's all the black paint. It looks pretty good. Since I've been using it, and obviously I haven't released this video, but I've been using the van in the meantime, I have chipped the paint a couple times, taking the C-stands in and out. I don't really know if there's a better design, but I have to lift them up a little bit, and then it's close to the top of the van. So I struggle with that a little bit, and there's a couple paint chips. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. I think the black looks pretty snazzy. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So to wrap up this episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about the usage of the van. So we have ordered these 2 production carts, and they're finally here, so I can show you those. And I went to Harbor Freight and I picked up 2 ramps. I don't know what they're for. I think it's for like if you're pulling an ATV or a 4-wheeler, whatever you call it, wherever you live, in the back of a truck or something. And these 2 ramps fit perfectly on the right side of the base that we built. So we just slide those in the bottom whenever we're traveling. And then when we get to our destination, or if we're leaving a destination, you pull them out, you set them down, you push the carts in. So I can't complain at all about the ramps. I think they work perfectly, and they fit perfectly in the base that we built. But that's all the information we have for episode 3. Those are the finishing details. We put the rubber flooring on, we painted it black, showed you where the ramps go. Episode 4, we're going to actually load the entire van up where everything goes, all the milk crates, all the C-stands, all the Pelican cases, all of the equipment that we have for this production company, and we're going to put it in the van, and then we're going to take it out, and we're going to show you exactly how we load it, where everything goes, and you can kind of get a full breakdown of the van. We'll give you a little bit of a tour on the inside of it, and then we're going to put a bow on this series. If you guys have watched all 3 episodes so far, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know this is a super niche series, but you know, when I was starting my video production company and when I was deciding where to grow this thing, I didn't find a ton of these. Now there's more of them, but it's exciting to see this stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys are on a YouTube binge or you just want to watch some more videos on filmmaking, these 2 videos over here might suffice. Thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and we will see you next week with the last episode of the van build out.